边一般会摆一些军装的鞋，然后这一边会摆一些大家日常外出的时候穿的便鞋。是我们今天的卫生值日同学，他又负责把整个女兵区今天大家想要换洗的衣服。
Okay, let's start today's lesson. So today's first character. Today gonna start a new unit called is the clothes section. So first character is Qing. Qing is skirt. Okay, skirt. Let's take a look at the character. So a lot of those characters related to clothing, it always have this clothing radical on the left. So this is that one. Okay, now it's very similar to the one that means the altar. Okay, just adding a one little middle stroke right there. Okay, so this, every time you see this, that means this is part of, it's related to clothing. And on the right hand side is Jun. Jun. Now Jun is the this thing is actually, it's a simplified representation for Qun. Now Qun has the meaning of many. So this is probably means that the skirts always have a lot of folds, okay, and many pieces of cloth, sewed together, and so that's why they use this. Okay, so this is Qing. Next one, Shan. Now Shan is Shan means sleeveless jacket. With vented side. Okay, so that's the original meaning. Okay, but in modern context, so this is san is really means there's a shirt. Okay, means shirt. Means like very thin shirt that you often wear in the summer, or wear as the the first clothing you put on, like the shirt. When you dress formally, you will put in a formal shirt and then an outcoat, right? So this shirt, they all called san, not necessarily sleeveless. Okay. Let's see. Let me get a picture. Okay, so now, so these things, see, sleeveless, that's what I mean. Sometimes with a short sleeve, sometimes no sleeve. These things are called shan. Okay. Yeah, basically, that sort of thing. Also, formal shirts like this, it's called a shan. All right. Next, okay, let's take a look at the characters. So this one you can see with the cloth radical, and then on the right hand side is san. Now this stroke, this pronounced as san, 3 stroke. Now this thing, what this is saying that this stroke, it's looks like the patterns on the clothes, but I don't know that's the meaning. Okay, I don't know. I would think that this part means wind blow over. It's just you wanna when you wear this, usually it's because it's hot, okay, and you like to have winds blow over, and the cloth is very thin, so the wind can't go through. That makes you feel cool and comfortable. Okay, so this is a shan. Next one, 关. Now this one has two pronunciations. 关经. Now when you pronounce as 关, that means that means the 头巾. It's a piece of cloth that you wrap on your head. Okay, so it's 关经. Okay, let's do that. Get a picture of 关经. Okay. Okay, 关经 is this thing. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is the you got this it's a looks like a head, okay, and basically you kind of cover your hair, okay. This is called a 关经. Okay, so this thing is called a 关经. They're different kinds, and they call them differently. Okay. So this is 关. So when you say that means that 关经. Okay. Next. Okay. So another pronunciation is 轮. Now when you say 轮, that means black silk ribbon. Okay. Or another meaning is synthetic fiber, like 锦纶, 情纶, 涤纶. Okay, so that's just different kinds of synthetic fiber. The original meaning is the black, dark blue kind of silk ribbon. It's called a 纶. Okay. Let's take a look at that. So this one on the right hand side is the character 轮. Now 轮 has the meaning of 有条理. That means it's in order. Okay, stuff like placed in order and line up neatly. It's called 轮. Okay, and so this thing is it's a 青丝带. So they use that pieces of black ribbon for tidy things up. Okay, so that's why they use this character. Next one, 京. Now 京 means tower. Means basically means tower. Okay, hand towel, like a bath tower. It's all called, it's all kinds of tower. Okay, small and big. It's called a jing. Okay. Now this one, you can see this thing is actually literally a picture of this thing. Okay. In ancient China, that's how they that's how they they use this as a sign, also as a military sign. They carry around to show people. Usually, they have the written stuff on there. Okay, so it's called a jing. Okay. Next one, 混. Now 混 means mixed or drift, or fooling around. Okay, or fooling around, or pass as, which means that you are pretend to be, and then try to get by, try to pass, that kind of meaning. Okay. So let's take a look at that. This one goes with the water radical, and then 坤 on the right hand side. Now 坤has the meaning of the same as. Okay. Now same as. Okay. So this means that 混 means that you try to mix in with something, some other things, and try to look the same as others. Okay. This is called a 混. All right. And so basically it's a mixed together, and another particular meaning is like you 混进队伍. For example, there's people are doing something, okay, doing some activity, and for example, like this actually happens, in a wedding banquet, right? When a wedding banquet, and usually the people in the banquet, they're all people, friends and relatives from both families, right? Now sometimes people will 混进去, so they're actually not, they have nothing to do with both of the families, but they kind of 混进去, okay, and pretend to be one of their families, and just have a good meal. Okay, so this is kind of thing is called a 混. You just mix in, try pretend to be one of them. Okay, called a 混. And also another meaning is saying that someone is not serious about what he's doing. Okay, he's just to get by, and so this is called a 混. Second pronunciation is 混. Now when you say 混, so that means that changed the meaning. That means torrent, muddy, confused, careless, and so it's the result of mixing different kind of things, and then the substance or the situation become muddy and confusing. Okay, become muddy and confusing. And all right, so the original character it actually means like a great water. Means that the water is great and carry a lot of things, all kinds of things with it. So that's what the original meaning is. Okay, but now this thing usually means that when you say 混, that just means mix it with a lot of stuff, and it gets very confusing, okay, and muddy, okay. Next one, 仿. Now 仿 is spin or hand, so this one is used as a verb, means making clothes from the cotton, right? From the cotton, you're making threads, and then you're making cloth, then you make, yeah. So that process called a 仿, okay? It's called a 仿, right? Now this one is also in common words related to fabric, okay? 混纺, 纺织, 纺车, okay? 出纺, 纺丝, these are all related to fabric or making fabric, okay? So this character itself means the process of making fabric, okay? 纺. Right, so let's take a look at that. So this one, you can see it goes with the silk, threads, right radical on the left. On the right hand side is the 方, of course, represents the sound, but also carries meaning, because 方 has a meaning of get together. Okay, so making cloth from threads, basically it's a process of putting them together, right? So this is how they build this character. All right, next one, 绒. Now 绒 means down or fine cloth. It's or a cloth with pile on one or either side, velvet. So one of these things like has very tiny hairs stick out and very smooth, very fine. When you touch it, feels good, right? So this kind of thing called a 绒, okay? And so basically it's a very tiny, soft hair, okay? Tiny, soft hair called a 绒. Now, for example, like on a duck, right? The duck down is called a 绒. Yeah, in Chinese we call them 鸭绒. Okay. Now, if it's made out of cloth, made out of cotton, and then we call them 棉绒. Okay. If made out of wool, we call them 羊绒. Okay. So basically, this means that very fine, small-haired cloth. It's called a 绒. Okay, let's take a look at that. So this one on the right hand side is 绒. Now 绒 actually means it means the Western minority. Okay, so this is where Asian China refers to minorities like living in the west part of the country. Okay, they call them 绒. Now, because of the reason for that is because that part of the country usually hairy. Okay, they have much beard and they have much hair on their body too. Now the Chinese people, most of the Chinese people, they have much less hair. Okay, so like a beard people in China, they do exist, but it's actually rare. Okay. Most Chinese don't have big beard, and usually on their body it's pretty clean. They don't have like very hairy kind of thing. Okay, but in the western part of the country, they're different. These people are hairy, so that's why they use this 绒, okay, to represent fine hairy stuff. Okay. Next one, 絮. Now 絮means thick silk froth or cotton wadding. So with cloth. So this is related to it's the cotton fiber, okay? It's the cotton fiber, or actually referring to the silk fiber, the silk threads that is cooked. You know, I don't know. You know how silk is made. Silk is basically actually cooked. Okay, they at a certain temperature they put um, the cocoon, right, in the water, the hot water, and then you have to find the head of the threads, and then kind of pouring it out, and so it's made out of protein. So when you cook, it hardens the protein, so make them strong. So that's how I make. Okay, and so this 絮 so means either means the cotton threads, cotton fiber, or the silk fiber. Okay, they call it 絮. All right. Now another meaning is means like 絮絮叨叨. That means repeatedly, continuously repeating. Okay, means continuous repeating, because the fibers, right? So they are continuous and long. All right. So it's called a 絮. For example, like 絮絮叨叨絮絮语, that means like it just keep talking nonstop. Okay. Let's take a look at that. So this one, so on the top is the character 如. Okay, 如 means similar. Okay, 如 means similar. Now, on the bottom is the thread, is the silk radical. Okay, is the silk radical, and so and so this is talking about like the thread, the cotton thread is they looks like the silk thread. Okay, so that's why they make that like that. Okay. 絮 坠 means stitch or sew together. Okay, stitch or sew. 坠. Okay. Now, but metaphorically, it also means compose or compile stuff, or decorate stuff. Okay, decorate stuff. 点缀, for example, 点缀 basically it's you're decorating stuff. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at that. So this one you can see the original character. The original character means this means like a sew together, stitched together. So literally what the picture is they draw the seams. Okay, they draw the seams of all the different shape of clothes, stitched together. Okay, and later on they added threads, bunch of threads on the side, and so but this character always looks like that. So they have a silk radical on the part, and then on the other side is basically is showing like a piece of cloth that is stick, with many smaller pieces stick together. Okay, stitched together. Okay, and then of course later on they change the form. Okay, 坠. Next one. 皱. Now 皱 means 皱 originally means they means a silk piece, that has 皱纹. That means wrinkles. Okay, they have wrinkles. Okay, it's called 皱. 文绉绉, 皱, 皱. So let's take a look at that. Now, of course, they also now they describe when some people, the wrinkles of a person's skin on their face, like we call them 皱纹. Okay, 皱. So this one does not have the etymology, but you can see that on the right side it's the right hand side, it does looks like wrinkles on the face. Okay, next one.
请练
复
习今天新学的字。
复. Now, 复 means bind, tied up. Okay, 复 means bind, tied up. Tie things together. Okay, it's called a 复. Let's take a look at that character. So this one on the right hand side is the character 复. Now, 复 has the meaning of apply. Okay, meaning has meaning of apply what? Apply a string, apply a rope. So that means you use the rope to tie things together. Okay, so this is called a 复. Next one.
请练习今天
掏
新学的字。
掏. Now, 掏, 掏means you use a silk string to braid. Okay, to braid, and to braid becomes a belt or becomes a decorative hem. Okay, and to put on a clothes. Okay, so this is what it means. Okay, silk braid. So this is called a 掏. Okay, let's see if I can get a picture here. 掏, see, this is a silk blade. So this kind of thing, it's called a 掏. Okay. Yeah. So basically, silk braided strings, right? Yeah. Okay. Next one. Oh, sorry.
请练习
So this one, it also this one pretty much makes sense because on the right hand side is 条. Okay, 条means a kind of one stroke, one string type of thing. Okay, so 一条一条, that means a streak, like a long streak, long string, that kind of shape. Okay, so made out of silk. Next one, 中. 中. Now, 中 means put together, synthesize. Okay, sum up, polished. Okay, put together. So now the original meaning is this thing is this means the on the machine that makes the fabric, right? The vertical strings is called 中. Okay, the vertical called 中. Okay, and so I think in English called heddle. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay, so 中. Now you can see that on the right hand side is 中. Now 中 zhong has the meaning of in Chinese, 中 means means like genealogy, means tracing from the forefathers all the way down. Okay, so it's in order, and so that's what they use that character to mean that these heados has to be lined up in order, right? In order to make it work. Okay, and also so put together, sum up. Okay, and the extended meaning means sum up. Okay, and wei. Now wei has the meaning of wei means the horizontal threads. Okay, when you make a cloth, it's called a wei. Okay, so we weft. Okay, now zong and wei all has meaning of organize and administrator. So this is because this type of thing that making cloths, they have to be like really in order, whether it's vertically or horizontally, and so that's why they use this to mean administer and organize. Okay, let's take a look at that character. So this one on the right hand side is wei. Now wei wei means 相背. That means the opposite. Okay, wei means the opposite. So opposite to what? Opposite to the 中, right? Opposite to the threads in the other direction. Okay, so that's how they made this character. Okay, next one. 绞. Now 绞 means twist, twine, bind. Okay. Now also means that hand by the neck. 是绞 like 绞杀对吧？绞手架not 绞手架，绞刑 right? So it's a punishment. It's a corporate punishment to kill someone by hang the neck. It's called a 绞. Okay. So now this one, it's also pretty much makes sense because on the right hand side is 交. Now 交 means that crossover. So this means that you have to make the rope cross each other. Okay, to 交. Okay. So next one. 地. Okay, 地 is a knot. Okay, knot or pent up or combine. Okay, combine. Now, because combine and tighten together and become firm, and so this is later on to mean conclude, construct or restrain, that kind of meaning. Okay, for example, a very common words is like 递交, 缔造, 缔结, 缔约, right? 缔约, 缔交, 缔约. This all means that two country or two organization they agree upon something and they come together to organize and become one force to do something together. Okay, it's called a 缔. So it's similar to the use two strings and tie a big tight knot. Okay, so it's called a 缔. Now let's take a look at the characters. So on the right hand side is the 缔. Okay, now 缔 is the 花地的地. Okay, which means 花地 is the flower, the part that connects the flower to the stem. Okay, so that part, that hard round part is called a 地, called 花地. Now they use that is to because this is a connection. It's also hard, so that's why they use that to mean that it's made out of cloth, made out of string threads, but it's they're come together and it's hard. They're tied together. Okay, called a 地. Now let's take a look at the sentence. Now this time the sentence does not have really means anything. It's basically just a list of bunch of things related to cloth or fiber or or threads. Okay, things like that. All right, that's it for today. Thank you. Bye bye.